Greetings, fellow comic collectors. This is Cheap Comic Collector. My name's Rob, and let's see, we're on episode 344. Today we're opening another WhatNot box. Tomorrow is the claim sale on Saturday, and hope you guys can join me for that. But if not, you can always watch it afterwards and still claim if anything that you saw went unclaimed. Just shoot me an email, and we'll get it figured out. But in the meantime, we're going to get to work today and open up this wonderful WhatNot box. Hopefully it's a wonderful one. And just let me get turned. And please like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you. And we open up the box and see what we got. Looks like we got Backlash on the top. This one is, once again, this one was from GothamThrift Comics. And 83 comics in this box. Wow, that's a lot. $28.33 comes out to 34 cents an issue, including the shipping and handling. So, let's see. Let's see what we got in this one. Backlash would have been something I would have wanted. So give me a minute while I get these out of the box. All right, let's see where we're at. Let me zoom in a bit here. See him a little bit. Wrong way, Rob. Wrong way, Rob. That's pretty good. All right, we got Backlash, number 5 of 6 from 2008. I may already have this one. If I don't, it's okay, because there's 2 issues of the same thing. So, not sure what I have, but this one looks familiar to me, but it also may just be because I went through the box when I first got them. I saw it when I did buy it, and so I'm not sure. Who knows? Backlash number 3 of 6. So, oh, and there's number 6. So yeah, this is definitely one of the reasons I would have bought this box, was to get those. Batman number 645. Batman's definitely would have counted towards buying the box. Number 676. Cool cover. It's a little bit strange because he's almost looks like he's wearing his cape in the front. Batman 690. Batman and Robin, number 3 from 2009. And number 4. Batman Journey into Night, number 2. So yeah, all these Batman titles I would have been like counting as $1 towards what I was willing to spend as the purchase price. Battle for the Cowl one-shot, Arkham Asylum. The Network, also a Battle for the Cowl one-shot. Batman Gotham After Midnight, number 10. Excuse me, number 10 of 12, Kelly Jones art. Number 12. So who's in the casket? Is that supposed to be Robin? Batman the Brave and the Bold Meet the Doom Patrol. This is number 7, and this is based on the Brave and the Bold cartoon series. The only clip I've shown on my Saturday show that I got a copyright strike on for was the song from The Brave and the Bold. Batman, Streets of Gotham, number 4. I had to cut that part out of the show and repost it. Billy Batson and the Magic of Shazam, number 7. And, the artwork got a little bit better as they went on. This isn't quite as obnoxious as the first couple of issues were that we looked through. This is more of a cartoon look instead of it just being like looking like it was drawn by a 5-year-old. So that's cool. Artwork improved. Nice to see. Let's start on this pile. Now that they're even. Dead of Night. Beware the terror that is the Man-Thing. Oh, okay. So it's a Marvel series. Marvel Max. Yep. Limited series number 1. Explicit content. Nice drawing of the Man-Thing there on the cover. Cardstock cover. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's nice. My name's Roderick Krupp, ladies and gents, but you can call me Digger. Oh, man. All right, well, we don't want to get too involved in anything explicit here, but let me... Where's the Man-Thing coming through the door? Why does it go from this art to that art? Come on. I mean, that's cool too, but... Why did it go from... Oh, he's like the host of the series. So he's like the old horror host, hosting the series that tells the story, I guess. Yeah, because here he is on the last panel again. So he's telling the story. All right. Well, it's too bad they didn't use that kind of art throughout the whole thing, though. And then this was a series. So it goes to number 2. That's cool. Conan, the Frazetta cover series, number 2 of 8. So is this just going to be pinups? No. It's got story. This also has cardstock covers. Nice heavy pages too. There's a nice thick book. The God in the Bowl. Why is it called the Frazetta cover series? Just because it has Frazetta covers, I guess. I mean, great cover, but oh well. Still cool. The Death-Defying Devil, number 3 from Dynamite. Nice cover on there, too. That Alex Ross. Yep. Plot cover and art direction by Alex Ross. Oh, lots of good stuff in this box. Lone Ranger, number 0, free comic book day issue. And it's got a flip book on it of Battlestar Galactica, season 0. That's cool. Captain Carrot and the Final Arc, number 1 of 3. Number 2 of 3. Leapin' Lettuce. By Scott Shaw and Bill Morrison on the cover. You know what? This one's not in a bag, so let's open up number 2. Frog Day Afternoon. Bill Morrison wrote it. Scott Shaw drew it. L. Gordon inked it. Still say DC's Warner Brothers, you're missing the boat, man. Make a cartoon series of this now. And there's number 3, so I got the whole series of that. The new dogs instead of the new gods. That's awesome. Obvious when you think about it, but still cool. And Digital Webbing Jam 2007. Free Comic Book Day featuring E-Man and Blood Rain. Fist of Justice and Zombie Highway. It's a cool cover. Captain Gravity and the Power of the Vril. Number 6. Tells you what happened in the last issue. That's always a good way to start an issue. Written by Joshua Dysart, pencils by Sal Leluto, inked by Bob Elmond and Sal Leluto. This is pretty cool looking. I enjoy this. It's got a kind of a Rocketeer feel to it with the atmosphere and the time period. I like what I see. That's from, who publishes this? Penny Farthing Press. Okay. Not familiar with them either, but this looks cool. Owly, Helping Hands, Free Comic Book Day. Corgi Bonus Tale. Black and white. Not a lot of words. Like, no words. No words in either story. Okay. Cerebus Archive number 1. Complete in this issue, Cry of the White Aardvark. What is going on here? All right, not sure what's going on with this thing. This is inside, it's a mess. Free Comic Book Day, Mickey Mouse. Classic adventure by Floyd Gottfredson. This was reprinted from Sunday comic strips that used to run in the newspapers. And it's not a typical Mickey Mouse adventure story. He ends up in a storybook with Robin Hood. Clandestine number 1 of 5. Number 3 of 5. Guest starring Excalibur. Great covers. Alan Davis covers, I believe. Don't say in the credits, but that's got to be Alan Davis. There's number 4. Very cool. Unseen Peanuts, Free Comic Book Day, featuring over 100. Oh, this is thick for a Free Comic Book Day. Over 150 classic, previously lost strips in quotation marks from the 50s and 60s. So if I remember correctly, that means that these were strips that did not make it into like the paperback collections. They would skip over these strips for one reason or another. And of course, when Fantagraphics started doing their library of the complete Peanuts, then yeah, they put all of these into there. So apparently they collected a bunch of them for Free Comic Book Day and put them in here. Let's see what this one says, because this is when this long kite sequence was originally released, the syndicate received a raft of complaints from newspaper editors who objected to the fact that Schultz had essentially drawn the same shot 64 times over an 8-day period. It seems likely that this is why it never turned up in any books, where the graphic repetitiveness would have been highlighted even further. So it actually tells what they think the reasoning is behind the strips for being dropped for each strip. So this is cool. I'm going to enjoy looking through this. Nice. Batman, the Widening Gyre, number 1 of 6. So another Batman book that would have counted towards what I was buying. That's a great box. A lot of good stuff in here. Nice art in that one. Amelia Rules, Hanging Out, Free Comic Book Day. I've heard of Amelia Rules. I'm not familiar with it. I kind of like the art. I mean, I know it's cartoony, and I don't normally like cartoony art, but for kids' books like this, it works, you know. It has to be appropriate for the story you're telling. Blackest Night Batman, number 2 of 3. Or, yep, that's what it is. Blackest Night Batman. Ardian Syaf did the pencils. Vincent Cifuentes did the inker. Did the inks. Nice art. Nice art in here. Very cool. Very disgusting with the guy eating the guy's heart or whatever's going on in that panel. But and there's Blackest Night number 3, which is just the regular series, I guess. The Batman one would have been a mini series to go along with the main mini series. You know the way they do things. Heaven forbid they tell a complete story in one series. FX number 1 versus the Savage Silverback. This is by IDW, Wayne Osborne and John Byrne. Story and script, Wayne Osborne. Pencils and inks, John Byrne. From IDW 2008. All right, never heard of this one, but it looks like it's pretty cool. I could enjoy this. Nice. Don't know if this was an ongoing series or what, but looks pretty cool to me. Countdown special number 1. Flash. So this is going to be like that Adam one I saw where these are all reprints. So this reprints from Flash 106 in 1959, 113, 155, and 174. So not sure what these were supposed to have to do with the Countdown series, since they're just reprints of old stories. But they are nice and thick. And let me get this pile straightened out. These are all, when they put them in the boxes, sometimes they'll turn them the other way to so they won't all like bend the same way, especially when they're all loose like this, nothing bagged or boarded. We got Giant Size Avengers #1, nice thick one shot from 2008 as well. Seems like a lot of time when you buy these boxes, the most of the comics are from the same time period. A lot of stories in here. Just looks like most of them are just a few pages long, maybe, or tie into each other. Maybe they just have it done like that because the art. Oh yeah, okay. Page 2, page 5, page 17. They just different artists did different segments. It looks like of the story. So those aren't all, especially individual stories. They just have different segments done by different artists. And then you got some pinups and cover reprints from old issues in the back. That looks like fun. Countdown Special Commandy #1. So again, this reprints from Commandy #1, #10, and #29. It's all by Jack Kirby. Nice a thick issue. Does have some wear on that. Astonishing X-Men sketchbook. This was a freebie. And looks like it spotlights Phil Jimenez. And it has colored pictures and not sketches. Oh, there's some sketch work. So what's the back then? The back is the Amazing Spider-Man sketchbook. Which again is just reprinting covers. No sketches. Not a sketch anywhere to be found, but they call it a sketchbook. So there you go. Another Countdown Special. This one, it was the OMAC issue. It must just be spotlighting characters that were featured in the Countdown series. Because this one has OMAC reprints again by Jack Kirby and Jim Starlin. OMAC 1, Warlord 37, 38, 39. And DC Comics Presents 61 by George Perez. So you got Jack Kirby art, Jim Starlin art from the Warlord series, when it was a backup in Warlord, which must be these here. And then you got DC Comics Presents with art by George Perez. Pretty cool stuff. Archie and Friends, #95. Obviously a newer one, but got a Stan Goldberg, Bob Smith cover. This one is 2005. And it's in pretty decent shape. It's a little worn and around the edges, but it's, yeah, got a nice white cover. Doesn't look like it's really been read. It's just been sitting around. Oh, there's another one, number 601. Wait, how do we go from 95 to being 60? Oh, it's not Archie and Friends. I'm sorry. The Archie looked similar enough where I just assumed it was the same series. So, my fault. Archie Marries Veronica, The Wedding. Number 601, part 2 of 6. Looks like Jughead's the best man. Betty's crying. And what is this? Some kind of weird insert here for the Clone Wars, advertising the Clone Wars. Looks like maybe for a game. Yeah, for a video game. Weird. Countdown presents The Search for Ray Palmer. This was the Red Rain issue. They had this as a mini series, but they were all #1 issues. So the characters were searching for Ray Palmer through the multiverse, I guess. It featured the various planets that were also featured, like the ones that they featured in Convergence. So you got Red Rain, Wildstorm, Gotham by Gaslight, Crime Society, and that's actually the last issue of Countdown there. Countdown to Final Crisis 01. All right. Peter Baggy's Apocalypse Nerd, number 206 from Dark Horse. Going to be black and white because it's Peter Baggy. And very rarely is his work done in color for some reason. Which I don't really know why, because I don't think black and white helps it. Oh, Creature from the Depths, number 1. Or, well, I guess it's number 1. I don't see a number, actually. Just says Creature from the Depths. Yeah, it's got a number 1 on the inside. Image 2007. Story and art by Mark Kidwell. Not too bad. Just flip to the back and see if there's like it was a second issue or if this was a one shot or. Honestly, doesn't really say. So I'm not sure if that's the end or if it continues. Looks like it could do either way, depending on what kind of a story it is. Angel, number 4 from IDW. That's what is that? That was like part of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe, I believe. I don't really know for sure. Not a show I've ever watched. Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, #1. This is a one-shot. Okay, so probably Daredevil Blood of the Tarantula is probably the name then. Cover kind of beat up, unfortunately. Yep, Daredevil Blood of the Tarantula, 2008 this one's from. But then it advertises a next issue. But it's published as a one-shot. I don't know. From AC Comics, you got America's Greatest Comics #13. And you can see this is smaller than the traditional comic. You can see how much it's a little bit, maybe quarter of an inch shorter, but then it's a good full inch or more width-wise that it loses, which seems odd since it probably publishes stories that were in a much larger format. If they were Golden Age comics or even Silver Age would have been bigger. But anyway, obviously it preprints old stories in black and white. Daredevil and Captain America #1, Dead on Arrival. Dead on Arrival is the actual title, so this is probably another one-shot. This is from 2008. Doesn't say one-shot on it, but it certainly appears that way. It says presented for the first time in North America, an amazing tale by two of Europe's top creators, starring two of the world's most popular superheroes. Okay. So this is something that was published in Europe, I guess. Amelia Rules, #15 from Renaissance Press. This is cool. Daring Mystery Comics #1. Marvel, for their 70th year, did a series of one-shots using the titles of a lot of their old Timely comics. They brought back this Timely Shield logo to put on them. So this is one of those where I think it adapts an old story. This one is from Daring Mystery Comics #3, called The Phantom Reporter. But then it's not strictly a reprint. It's been to me it appears like it's been redrawn. Maybe it's just been recolored. I'm not sure, but I think it's just a retelling of an old story, basically. And then it has a pinups and sketches. These are cool. I think in the other issues they just reprinted here we go, Phantom Reporter. So this is by Rowan Sam Cooper. Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. I think the first story is new and modern. They've just made a new story and then it reprints an old story in the back. I don't think there's any adapting going on. At least not in this one. Cool cover, though. Tom Strong and Jack B. Quick in America's Best Comics. A to Z. Oh, this is one of those A to Z issues. I've seen these listed in indexes and stuff. So it's just kind of a guide to that universe with the different characters. But it's actually a story where they're telling about themselves or something. So it's done a little bit differently instead of just having like character profiles and stuff, which is what I thought they were. It actually kind of tells about it. So that's different. Dark Avengers #2. Nice cover. Pretty cool art. Brian Michael Bendis was the writer. Mike Diodato did the art. Okay. Cool. Action Comics Annual #11 from 2008. Different. Dark Kingdom, Frank Frazetta's Dark Kingdom, Part 1 from Image. This is cover A. All right. Wow. The End ? So these are cool. This is cool art. I'm not sure I understand the concept of these stories if they just took like cover paintings that Frank Frazetta did and then like created stories about them, or just what the deal is there. Adventure Comics #2, Legacy 505, I think. Got a Legion of Superheroes backup, Superboy in the front. Dark Reign of the Cabal #1. Got Dr. Doom, Namor, White Queen, and so forth on the cover. All right, so you got different stories in here for Dr. Doom, Emma Frost, the Hood, Namor, and Loki. Dark Reign, Agents of Atlas #2. So it's just Agents of Atlas #2 from 2009. All right. And there is #4. Airboy 1942 Best of Enemies from Moonstone. This is 2008, I believe. Oh, it's in color. Wasn't expecting it to be in color for some reason. Written by Chuck Dixon, illustrated by Tom Fox and Lito Fernandez. Dead Irons, #1 from Dynamite. And Action Comics, #876. I'm going to end up with a few copies of this one, I think, because it's one I didn't have, and I have not, because I haven't updated my lists. I don't update them until they go through this sale. I keep rebuying this one. I think this is my third or fourth copy of this one. This might be my first one, but there's 2 or 3 others coming behind it at some point. There's Action Comics 881. That's thick. Why is it thick? Oh, it's got that Clone Wars thing in it that other comic had as well. That's why it feels so extra thick. Action 864. So yeah, this box would have gotten my attention with the Action Comics, as it looks like those probably went in early. And then, yeah, just kept getting better with all that stuff that was in there. There's some cool stuff in this box. Definitely the kind of boxes I want to pick up. 863 Action Comics, Superman, the Legion of Superheroes finale. Action Comics 832 with the Spectra. Deadlander, #1 of 4 from Dark Horse. Oh, that is a creepy cover. I love the guy with the guns in the casket, but then this, like, nun or whatever this is in the candle smoke is makes it extra creepy. Whatever I don't know why I think that's a nun, but that's the impression I get from this. I guess just because of the way the hair is, but that's probably just drawn artistically. It's probably not a nun. It's probably just an old guy with white hair or something. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is neat. I like it. Lettering and logo. What kind of credit is that? Lettering and logo by Kevin Ferrara. Designer by David Nestel. Well, who's the writer? Who's the penciler? Who's the... Is it all done on computers or something? I don't know. Like that cover, though. That's cool. It does have a Ferrara signature on the cover. Nice. Booster Gold, #8. Looks like him and Superman are fighting again. Blue Beetle's in there, too. Booster Gold, #9, guest starring Justice League International. Booster Gold, #6. Dead Irons, #2. Black Summer, issue 0, wraparound cover by Avatar. Dead Romeo, number 2 of 6. From DC Comics. That's weird. Blackest Night Superman, number 1 of 3. So not sure exactly who the dead Superman is, and possibly the Superman from Earth 2. Not sure. Another issue of Dead of Night. This one's number 3. So you got the host. And then it goes into the story. These look like fun. And then we have another free comic book day to end with. This one is Blackest Night, number 0. So most of these will end up in the claim sale. The free comic book day ones I will keep unless I have doubles, and then they will be given away to someone if I have more than one copy of it. But I think these, I don't think I already have any of these. If I do, it would be the Mickey Mouse one, but I don't think I even have that one. So anyway, yeah, cool box. That was an awesome box. And they will be in the claim sale tomorrow. So thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe. The claim sale's at about 12:30. We start right after Comic Book Memories gets over. If you're not familiar with that show, check it out on YouTube. It's a great show. I'm there in the audience every chance I get, along with the rest of the Peanut Gallery. And then when their show's over, I start mine. And we have a claim sale, $2 a book. Includes shipping and handling to the United States. And we have a good time. So hope you'll join us. And we'll see you soon. Have a good day.